Good morning, everyone. This is Julie McDonald with Microcom Technologies, and I'd like to thank all of you for attending today's webinar with Vertical Cable. Today's host is Joe Moore, and he is the Director of National Sales for Vertical Cable, and he'll be presenting today. If anyone has any questions, please submit them and Joe will be at the end of today's presentation. Joe, thank you so much for being with us today. We greatly appreciate it. Looking forward to what you have to share. I am finished for now. Please go ahead and take it on over.
Thank you, Julie. Hope everyone is doing well today. A brief introduction to our company. Vertical Cable has been around, probably about 20 years now. Started out as a computer manufacturer and moved over into a supply company probably back in 2007, and have been building ever since. We'd like to spend some time today talking about vertical cable connectivity, in particular our jacks and how we can help save you time in doing your terminations for jacks. The first page you're seeing here basically shows all the jacks that we have: Cat 3, Cat 5, Cat 6, Cat 6A. We stock jacks in the same colors that we stock cable. So if you have a blue cable, we got a blue jack. White, white. We've got them all covered. These are stocked in our 4 warehouses: California, Southern California, Houston, Texas, Florida, in the Miami area, and New York, right above New York City. We can ship anywhere in the country, and we ship most orders same day. I know Microcom is stocking jacks, I believe, in blue and white, along with the tool. Now, for these jacks, we have a specific tool. We call it our eye punch tool. The blue handle is the one that you really want to pay attention to. That is for unshielded jacks. This tool will do Cat 3, Cat 5, Cat 6, and Cat 6A. So you only need one tool regardless of the job you're doing. One thing I really need to stress: only our jacks will work in this tool. If you put someone else's jack into this tool, it will most likely break because of the way that we have it constructed. Now, to terminate, basically there are 6 steps. Number 1, you take off about 2 inches of the jacket sheath, and then you untwist the cables. You only need to lay them out into their appropriate channel, whether you're doing 8A or 8B. And once you lay them out, you'll see they are just kind of hanging out there. The jack then goes into the tool with the clip facing front, and then in one movement, you are terminating the jack and you are cutting off the excess all at once. This is an immense time saver. You can see on YouTube, you will find literally hundreds of videos of this specific product being used by different contractors who all swear by it. Now, I can tell you we do not sell replacement blades for this. There is no need. If there's ever an issue, for some reason it stops cutting, or whatever, you give us a call. We'll have our engineers give you a call, check it out. In most cases, the blades may just need to be tweaked a little bit in terms of their position. If there's ever anything wrong with this and we cannot get it back working, we will just replace it for you. Excuse me. Now, I do want to show you just a little video quickly on really the best way on how to get this done, and then we can talk a little bit more about it. So let's run this video now. Okay, so you can see how very, excuse me, how very simple this makes the entire process. One thing to keep in mind, this is for the blue is for unshielded jacks only. The grain handle right underneath here has just recently been developed, and that one works on our shielded jacks. Again, it's going to be the same, Cat 5, Cat 6, Cat 6A. All unshielded versions will use the same exact tool. Now, to go over a few more little time-saving things, one thing I did want to tell you, we had a contest last year. This was run nationally. We had contractors, installers, integrators from all over the country join. The idea was to find the person who could terminate jacks the fastest, whether it was with our jack or the traditional way or someone else's tool. We got quite a number of participants, and after, I guess, the week long that we ran it, the winning time, believe it or not, came in start to finish 18 seconds. So 18 seconds to take off the jacket, fan everything out, put the jack on, and terminate it, and then you're done. That was actually rather the quickest time. I guess the next kind of group of times kind of went between 25 and 30 seconds. Without the tool, they were upwards of a minute to a minute and a half. So you can see this is a major, major time saver. Like I said before, blue and white are what our friends at Microcom are stocking. They're also stocking the tool. The other colors are available. You just have to ask them for them. Now, these jacks are typically for us stocked in two ways. We have a single, which is individually wrapped jack with a jack and a cap in each one. And then we have what we call a contractor pack. Contractor pack has 25 jacks, 25 little headers, but they are not individually wrapped, so it makes it a little bit easier when you're on the job site. All of these jacks are TAA compliant, so they can be used on any government job. They're actually manufactured in Taiwan. And for us, they come with a lifetime warranty. I've been with Vertical Cable since 2013, and not one jack that I'm aware of has ever come back to us. So we have some very strict, very stringent QC controls over this product, and we have not experienced any issues with it at all. I'd like to talk also about one other product that I think you guys will really like. We have a slim patch cord, which is our 077 series. It's a 28 gauge Cat 6A. It makes your rack build out so much easier because of the fact that it is such a nice short cable. It comes again in all of the colors that our regular cable comes in, and it really is a saver in space. These are stocked in singles, and we are going to start stocking them also in a 24 contractor pack. 24 patch cords go with 24 ports on a panel. And then the next thing is our plugs. We have our easy feed plugs are something new. I don't believe Microcom has them yet, but it's something that I wanted to kind of show to you folks so that you can see really what it is that we have. If you hold on 1 second, I will get that for you. Mikey. I am terribly sorry about this, but I lost the page on my computer. And here it is. Here it is. Let's get out of here. No, that's not the one I want. Damn it. All right, let's just keep talking. I'm very sorry about that. Plugs for the, those are the male ends instead of the female jacks. The plugs come multiple ways. We have our standard termination plugs. They come in bags of 100, Cat 5, Cat 6, and Cat 6A shielded. Then we have the easy feeds, which for those of you that have used them, they feed right into the plug. And there's a special tool that cuts and crimps them just like the jacks. Those come in Cat 5, Cat 6, excuse me, Cat 6A, also in shielded and unshielded. This is what I'm looking for. Julie, can you tell me if you can see this, please?
I am looking,
No.
and it says right now,
Slideshow,
click
here
to
we go.
add title. It looks like you're bringing it up.
There we go.
There we go.
Do you see it
Yes,
now? Thank you.
absolutely.
Sorry about that.
No
Okay,
worries.
this will just take us through a couple of more products that we can look at. Shows you our stocking locations, New York, Florida, Texas, and Southern California. Basically, Vertical tries to bring as much product together as we can for those contractors so that we can pretty much fill almost everything that you need. Now, jacks, I told you before, as well as the tool, come with a lifetime warranty. For vertical cable, any product that is category rated. So anything that would go with those jacks, the cable, a patch panel, the plugs, a faceplate, those are all 15-year out of the box, and we do offer a 25-year end-to-end warranty for any contractors that would like to become certified as a vertical cable installer. Sorry. We have a full mix of all low voltage products, both copper and fiber, from the cable to the plugs to the jacks, racks, full racks, both indoor and outdoor products. Okay, this will take you through termination of our feed through plug. Again, we're removing 2 inches of the outer jacket. We separate the twisted pairs from each other. Arrange the wires in a flat side-by-side ribbon formation. You insert the flattened, arranged wires into the plug, pushing them through until the wire ends emerge from the pins. For strength of connection, you push as much of the cable jacket as possible into the plug. Using our termination tool, excuse me, you insert it, somewhat different than the jack tool, but it's based off of the same idea. It will crimp and terminate the plug all at once. This would be a regular plug. You can kind of see the difference where you're fanning it out. You have to cut them at an angle. You need to use the load bar over here to kind of hold them steady and get them into the plug. Here you're leaving about 3/4 of an inch extra. And this shows you pretty much how you terminate it. You can see the difference between the easy feeds and regular plugs. The same thing really would apply to doing a normal termination of a jack versus using our tool. Plugs for slim cables, they're slightly different. On these, the end of the plug actually comes off and works as a load bar. Excuse me. You can see here how it disconnects and comes back together. These are for our slim Cat6A 28 gauge stranded cable. This is for making Cat6A patch cords on site. Okay, this is what I was talking to you about before, our slims. This is our 6-inch slim Cat6A 28 gauge patch cords. When we say 6-inch, every single one of them is 6-inch. You are not going to find variations in length on our patch cords. They all come with the same boot, this clear, kind of like a Sentinel boot. Oops, excuse me. And you can see the patch cords really make a difference in the overall look of what your rack can appear like at the end. We also have some toolless plugs that you can use for on-site. These are all 10 gig rated. And here's what they look like. And they're all 10 gig Cat6A. It's our 252 RMP series. Here's the Keystone jack. So this will give you just maybe a little bit of a better view. You can see how they're fanned out. And you go through the termination and you're done. Okay, same thing, the green tool I showed you before. This is for shielded jack. Really the only difference is that you pull down the shield and then there is a, excuse me, a small piece of wire that we use to ground the jack, and we wrap it around the shielding of the jacket. You can see it down here there better. These are some of our best-selling products, our Cat6A plenum and a Cat6 plenum. These are both made in our plants in Bonham, Texas. So these are US made. We are now utilizing a RealX packaging system, which provides much smoother pull and no kinking. We go through great pains to make these boxes as strong as possible. We have had 250 pounds. I believe, I don't really want to say this about this guy, but he did tell us he was closer to 300 when he went on there. So we can hold upwards of 300 pounds without crushing the box. Okay, these are just our jacks again, available in 25 pack or singles. They are TAA compliant, so they can be sold on any government project. These are our two eye punch tools. I do encourage anybody that really wants to find out more about this, take a look on YouTube. All you have to do is Google vertical cable termination tool or eye punch tool, and you'll find all of the videos out here. This was actually the gentleman that won the 18 seconds. He won the contest. We'll just let him run through it now. And tested. So as you can see, it can be a significant time savings when you're on the job site. Our slim patch cords are now stocked actually from 6 inches up to 50 feet. We just added the 50 footers recently. Some more pictures of what racks with our products look like. And we have contractors sending us pictures of what they've finished all the time. These are some of our newest panels. This one here is modular. Each one of these little pieces comes out. So you can work on say a 6-pack at once. They can be used for either copper or fiber. This is our 48 port 1U high density unit for when you really need to save some space. Typical cables, audio, plenum rated direct burial. We go from 12 up to 18 gauge. One of the newest products that is not in this that we've started carrying is LED lighting and landscape lighting. Both of those products should be hitting the shelf sometime during the fourth quarter, I think towards the end of the fourth quarter of this year. Thermostat wire will also be coming in around the same time. Our access control cable, this comes in plenum and PVC. 500 footers, I believe the 1,000 footers we are now going to stock. Sorry, the plenum we're now going to stock in 1,000 footers also. Although I'll warn you, it will be a very heavy reel. On the coax side, RG6, RG59, RG11, RG6 quad, as well as the tools. Outdoor direct burial, we are actually adding some new to this also. We have the Cat 5, the Cat 6, the Cat 6A, optical fiber, both loose tube and tight buffer, coax cables, audio cables, and like I said, we are adding the LED lighting, which is a 14.6 direct burial version. We have 18.6 direct burial now, 22.6 direct burial. We're adding quite a bit direct burial in this next upcoming quarter. These are our IP68 rated outdoor sockets that can be used either for fiber or copper. These guys down here, these are specifically for either Cat 5 or Cat 6. We've combined Cat 5 and Cat 6 now into this one right here. The green one we've gotten rid of, so we have this one for Cat 5, Cat 6, and Cat 6A. Down the bottom, these are a little bit more robust, but it can be worked with fiber as well as Cat 6A. Tools for basically every use. One of our newest items are the industrial Ethernet switches. These are all unmanaged, and we have fiber as well as, we have copper, excuse me, as well as fiber and copper in the same unit. These are coming in, I believe, in the next 2 months. And that is our catalog. That's really all I have for today, Julie. If you'd like to take it over and see if we have any questions.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Joe, for that presentation.
You're welcome.
And I do have some questions for you from our audience. Let's get started with the first one. Here we go, Joe. What are the key features that set VMAX cables apart from other cables?
Well, VMAX, when he says cables, I'm trying to figure out if he means jacks or if he means our cable. The jacks, I will tell you, is it basically the ease of installation on our jacks, and the fact that we have very, very, very strict quality control. And the other thing is we will give you the same quality as all of the big name players at a much, much more competitive price. We have not had a jack fail since I've been with the company, so that's a good 13 years now at this point. I think that's really basically it. It's the installation features, the quality, and the fact that you can trust it's going to work time after time.
Excellent. Thank you so much for that, Joe. Next question here for you. Can you tell us about what certifications does VMAX cables hold, and how do they ensure quality and performance?
Okay, well, all of our cables are going to be, excuse me, listed. Now, the listed part of the cable has to do with product safety fire rating, whether it's riser rated, plenum rated. All of our cables are either going to be UL listed or ETL listed. Both companies do the same exact thing. UL writes all of the test procedures. They're the ones that control how things get tested. ETL and UL both do the actual testing and certification. The second piece, which really applies more to only category type cables, is the verification side. Typically, God, when I started in the industry, UL was the only one doing the safety side. ETL always did the verification side, which let's say that's more like performance. Okay, so UL had the safety, ETL had the performance. About, God, 15 years ago, maybe even longer, there was a huge fight between them. ETL earned the right or won the right in court to be able to test just like UL. So you had ETL doing verified, they were now doing testing, UL is doing testing. Well, today, everybody does everything. So you have the safety issue, which can be either UL or ETL, and then you have the performance issue on the category cables, which now can be either UL or ETL. They both do the same things. We do not sell products that are not tested and certified by either one of those two companies. The same goes for our connectivity. And the last piece on the performance side for category cables, we have gone out to ETL and had a separate third-party channel certification, which basically means we took our patch cords, our patch panel, our cable, our jacks. We built a channel for ETL. ETL took them and built a channel, and then they actually went in and did an independent test on the performance results. We have certifications from ETL that our channel works for Cat 5, Cat 6, and Cat 6A. That's not a process that many companies do, but because we sell a full package on the copper side, we thought it was important to really show our cables perform to not only where they are supposed to, but higher.
Excellent. Thank you so much for that, Joe. Appreciate it. A couple more questions. Let's go to the next one. Can the iPunch tool be used with Keystone jacks from other brands, or is it exclusive to VMAX? I think you touched on that. If you don't mind
It is, yeah.
touching on that again.
Yeah, no problem. It is, because of the way we design our jacks, it is really only for our jacks. If you put someone else's in there, you are probably going to break a piece of the plastic off somewhere. But it's because of the way we design ours and where the clip is. So they really can only be used with our jacks.
Thank you
I will
so
tell
much
you
for
though,
that. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I will make one comment though.
Of course.
For those that have actually tried it, they've never gone back. So we have a
Sounds
very
good.
large following of loyal installers who just will not switch back from our tool.
Sounds great. Thank you so much. Let's see. I got
You're
another
welcome.
question regarding the iPunch tool. Here we go. Can the iPunch tool be calibrated, or how does one maintain its accuracy over time if any changes happen? What can you tell us about that?
Yes, it can be calibrated. Excuse me, and that's what I was indicating before. If there's ever any issue where it's not cutting one specific pair, we have our engineering guys give you a call. They will walk you through resetting the blade if it has to be reset, or if there is some sort of issue that's come up, we'll just replace the tool. But it can be calibrated, and we can walk you through doing that.
Excellent. Thank you so much for that. Last question here for you. And I believe you touched on this as well, but if you can tell us some more, what further resources, like, similar to the video you showed us, guides, manuals are available to help installers using VMAX cables and the iPunch tool?
We are actually in the process of revamping our website. It should be done fairly shortly. And all of this information is going to start to be posted. If you wanted, let's say, a video on how to do the iPunch tool or something like that, you could either come to us or you can ask Microcom. They'll reach out to us and we'll either send it to them or tell them where it's posted. But all of this stuff will be posted on our website as soon as it is up and running. I'm hoping within the next week or so. We will be starting to post videos up there for like basic type of training videos. And I believe there'll be some up there also on how to put together some of our racks, things like that.
Excellent, Joe. Thank you so much. And we're looking forward to seeing just how incredibly comprehensive your website is with all of your tools. So thank you for answering all of those questions for us today. And also thank you to everyone attending today. And if anyone has any further questions, of course, please do not hesitate to reach out to your sales rep or email us at sales@microcomtech.com. And if you wish to view the products mentioned or shown here today, please remember this webinar presentation has been recorded and it will be uploaded to our Microcom YouTube channel so we can all view it again. Joe, I greatly appreciate your presentation today. I'm looking forward to having the next one with you as things progress, and you could keep us apprised of everything that's going on with vertical cable. Everybody, thank you so much for your attendance. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.